Elon Musk at Twitter endorsing the new film on human trafficking, Sound of Freedom, starring Jim Caviezel, produced by Eduardo Verastegui, a friend of mine. You've seen him here on the channel before. What is Elon Musk up to? How's everybody doing on this beautiful day? It's been a while since I've live streamed here in the studio. I was on a pilgrimage in Europe. We went to Fatima. We went all over Spain. Beautiful. Avila, Loyola, Alba, Salamanca. Then we went to Lourdes, Paris. It was fantastic. What's Elon Musk up to nowadays, though? Since I've been gone, I've seen that Elon Musk was supporting What is a Woman by Matt Walsh. Big win. Even before I left, I saw Elon Musk was supporting Tucker Carlson in his show that I think he's doing now twice a week on Twitter. Elon, now I've said before, Elon's not a Catholic. Elon's not a Christian. Elon doesn't have our worldview. Elon's a businessman. And you're starting to realize people want to watch this content. And this content has been scrubbed from the internet. Content is these conservative films like What is a Woman? Like the kind of content that Tucker's putting out. Like this content here that Jim Caviezel's putting out. People want to watch it and it's being canceled. Elon realizes an opportunity here. Here's what Elon said. This is Sound of Freedom coming out 4th of July, appropriately awesome. And Elon says, I'm going to blow it up so you can see it better here. Elon Musk says, I recommend putting it on this platform, Twitter, for free for a brief period, or just asking people to subscribe to support. We would not keep any funds. 1 million views right there. Boom. Now, this film, I've been hearing about it for a couple years. I believe it was finished. Let me see here. I believe it was finished a couple years ago. I remember talking to Eduardo Verastegui about it. And the problem is getting the distribution because it's talking about human trafficking. Ever since we had a situation with key people in politics and in the entertainment business in a certain island, the elites are a little nervous about this topic. And here comes a film, Sound of Freedom. It's about the story. If you listen to podcasts, you probably heard of Tim Ballard. He's a former CIA agent who created a task force. I think it's called Operation Underground Railroad that goes in privately and rescues people that are being trafficked, primarily the sex trafficked children. It's absolutely disgusting and horrible. And I thank God there are heroes out there that are doing the right thing. This film was finished, I believe, let me see here. It was originally a Fox Studios thing, and then Disney bought Fox, and then Disney wanted to sync it. I don't know all the details on this. And then the studios, Angel Studios, which is associated with Chosen, they have purchased it, and they're seeking to release it in theaters on the 4th of July. So I think we should support this film. I think Jim Caviezel is a good man. I think Eduardo Verastegui is a good man, and all the people involved here. And the topic is going to bring awareness to this plague that's on planet Earth, which is slavery, which is the exploitation of the little ones, human trafficking. Sad, horrible, disgusting. Now, I know Elon Musk, like I said before, he's not a Catholic, he's not a Christian. But the very fact as an entrepreneur, he's realizing that there is a huge market for this content, for these kind of films that are upholding the good and the righteous and the just, in exposing and shining light on that which is degenerate, wicked, and disgusting. This shows at this moment in history, at least here in the United States, there could be a pivot. We're moving into an election year. Lots of questions about the A word, pro-life, about marriage, about what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman, what is marriage, who gets to define it, politicians or God. You and I know, I don't just believe, but I know only God gets to define it. So props to Elon, props to Jim Caviezel, Eduardo Verastegui, everybody involved. This is a big win. I hope this movie is hugely successful and that it blows up and that people support it. I am going to take some Q&A right now, some comments and questions for the next couple of minutes. So if you got something you want to say, let me know, and we'll do it right here. Going into your comments and into your questions, Angel Tobit says, I'm praying for the conversion of Elon. I think that's a brilliant idea. You know, in the early church, they were trying to convert the kings and the emperors. They were strategically trying to convert society to create Christendom, even though they were in the catacombs, right? They were infiltrating in a good way into the imperial court. Even St. Paul had ties into the imperial court. So yes, we need the emperors of our day are not really the politicians, not really the Joe Bidens. It's the guy behind the guy. It's the billionaires. So let's convert them. Be great. Pray for that. Fast. John Wick. Very peculiar how the film died when Disney, known for questionable treatment of children, sat on the Sound of Freedom. Bingo. Disney is dead. Okay? Disney, adios. We don't want Disney anymore. Disney, degenerate. Don't go to Disney World. Don't go to Epcot. Epcot's lame. Epcot is lame. Don't do Disney. Disney is against us. Margot's back. What's going on, Margot Catholic? My friend Margot. I'm glad you missed my streams. Thank you. I did live streams on the pilgrimage, but I haven't sat down on the mic, I think 29 days, maybe 30 days since I've been in here doing it. So thank you, Margot. Appreciate it. Good to see you here today. Taking a couple more questions and comments. Chev Ken says, what's wrong with the Padre Pio movie? It's trash. Get out of here. Everyone I know, everyone I trust that's seen it says it's garbage. That it's a movie promoting politics using Padre Pio, and it's theologically not correct. And so we're just going to have to say H to the no. We don't want that. Okay, you can't take Padre Pio and use them. Okay. Joey, did you bring us any European snacks? I did not. I did bring some cigars. You can get your Cuban cigars over there, but you can't bring food through customs unless it's packaged. So I didn't. But the food was amazing. Tapas in Spain, Portugal, the seafood, amazing. Now Paris, best food in the world, absolutely fantastic. Loved it. Good to see everybody. I'm glad to be back. Feels good. Elizabeth Jimenez, thank you for praying for us on your trip. Yes, I was praying for y'all the whole trip at the shrines, praying for you, the audience, Patreon, benefactors, NSTI, New St. Thomas, praying for all of y'all because I love y'all. Y'all make all this possible. Great. Gracia says, Netflix, Disney, all of them are woke. Take your kids from public school. It's getting dangerous out there, people. It's getting real dangerous. John Wick, kudos from Stringing from Europe. No problem. Loved it. Did your children enjoy the trip? It was a pilgrimage and they enjoyed it. Even on the very last day, they weren't like, let's go home. I want to go home and all that. What was also great about it is my children were completely detached from the cares of America. There was no TVs. There was no, just all that. We were just traveling as a family, praying the rosary, going to mass, going to beautiful churches, going to see relics, lighting candles, praying. It was fantastic. Loved it. I'm so revitalized from it all. How many attended the pilgrimage? I think we were 84 in total. Linda, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. What do you think about the Catholic hospital that's performing change procedures? Cardinal Vigo is 100% correct. Absolutely. I'm not really surprised by anything going on in the Catholic Church anymore. The infiltration, when I wrote my book in 2019, Infiltration, people thought that I went insane. They said, Taylor Marshall is crazy. He used to talk about theology and sacraments and scripture and Thomas Aquinas. Now he's talking about Freemasons and evil cardinals and intrigue in the Vatican and what was going Vatican bank scandals. Taylor Marshall lost his mind. But now we're in 2023 and everyone realizes it's legit. These cardinals, these archbishops, bishops, monsignors, they're all down. Not all, sorry. So many of them are A-OK with the rainbows all over the sanctuary. They're loving it. They're loving it. They love James Martin. James Martin's their bro. They love it. If you haven't read Infiltration, you got to get a copy. It breaks it down the last 200 years of what's going on. Couple more comments, questions. Where can we buy tickets? I don't know. It's coming out July 4th. Eduardo Vasquez, the Rosary every day. Yes, he does. Let's see. Did you get the jabs to get into Europe? No way. I'm free. Never had one, ever. You haven't had to have one. For France, they took away that requirement March 2022. So it's been over a year for France. So yeah. Satan is working overtime, Kathleen. I agree. Satan is working overtime. Mary says, you look so relaxed, Taylor. That's because I am relaxed. I've just been praying, traveling. I'm a little jet lagged. I'm not even wearing my blazer. Look at this. I'm not even wearing the blazer. It's total chill. Feeling good. Mike Cruz says, what is the Book of Enoch? Mike, I've done 2-3 videos on it. Just go Taylor Marshall, Book of Enoch. You're going to get tons of info. Chef Ken, what about getting back into the United States? You don't need a pokey poke to get back into America. You don't even need a negative test. You need nothing. Now, if you are a foreigner from another country, I think you might need the pokesy poke to get into America. I don't know all the rules, but for me, never got one, never will, and did not, of course, get one. That's one reason. This pilgrimage, by the way, that we just did, Marian Rosary pilgrimage with traditional Latin Mass, was scheduled for summer of 2020. We're just now doing it in 2023 because of all the travel restrictions and the pokey pokes. I didn't want to get pokey pokes, didn't want anyone else to get pokies. So we just kept delaying the pilgrimage 2020, 21, 22, and then here we are, 23. Afna Murphy, pure blood. Yes. All right. Looking through your comments, looking through your questions. Poke to get into Vatican City. I don't believe you need one anymore. Nope. Oh, Bannon is selling tickets for the movie. Okay. Awesome. So Bannon is your man. Bannon's doing it, apparently. Margot likes it. Pokey pokes. We got to be careful with what you say on certain streaming media stuff. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. All right. The name of the film is Sound of Freedom, July 4th. Check it out. Great to be back live with you. Remember, our Lord Jesus Christ is the light of the world and the salt of the earth. So go out there and be salty. God bless. Godspeed. Like this video. Hit the subscribe button. Pray a rosary. If you don't pray the rosary every day, you're not on the team.